Well, hello, my ogres, brogresses, and fairy tale things. If you don't know, I'm a pretty big Shrek fan, and Shrek is kind of a huge dealio for me. So this morning, I was at work, and I had a 9-hour shift today, and I work at a place that does not have internet at all. We have like a little bit of internet, you can get like a text or a website in, but you're not gonna get a video. But I did get one text from my mother, of all people, on my break, who said, "I assume you've heard what's happened." And that was a very ominous text, and I'm like, oh no, this is either a death in the family, or it could be a big celebrity death. There's been a lot of celebrity deaths this week, or the Shrek 5 trailer. And lo and behold, the Shrek 5 trailer has dropped. Now, I have not been on the internet once today, so I do not know anything about this trailer. I have made several videos speculating on what it could be. Remember the whole masked singer Shrek night, how big of a letdown that was? It's kind of weird that like a week after that, heck, less than a week, right? Because it's Wednesday, yeah, a full week, exactly. We're now getting this trailer. Was it intended for that? I don't know, but let's just get right on with it. Please join me for your viewing pleasure and my viewing pleasure, the Shrek 5 trailer. So grab a coffee, which I left very visible in camera here, like the Game of Thrones finale, and watch the Shrek 5 trailer with me. Here we go. Oh my god. Why do they look so different? What's up with Shrek and Donkey? Wait, hang on, I don't think... Wait, I didn't have the audio. There we go. Okay, first frame. They look really odd, but let's roll the footage.
Hey, Magic Mirror, who's the fairest of them all? Why, Shrek, of course.
What? Memes?
Ooh, Mama like who's making this stuff?
Oh my god, they look so...
Starring Mike Myers.
Yes, of course. Yep.
And
Hey! Hey! Oh my god! Well, if you're a viewer of this channel, we've been talking about Zendaya all week, and she is Felicia, Shrek's daughter. Okay, it's good to know that all the videos I made last week are not instantly outdated, because I did all those speculation videos, and this drops, and I'm like, great, I'm gonna be wrong about everything. But no, that leaker was correct. That's highly unusual. That's really odd. I followed leaks for years on video games, TV shows, all the stuff I'm into, and they're never that on the nose. See if there's a tease at the end here. Oh, it's gonna be such a long wait. But you know what? Let's go back to the beginning. So, the first most noticeable thing is the art style is really, really different. Now, after Puss in Boots' Last Wish, I figured that there would be an art style. Not only because Puss in Boots made a lot of money, and one of the reasons why is that film looked so good, and also to differentiate it from the original Shrek quadrilogy. And while a style like this at first is going to be very jarring, I think as someone that likes cohesion, that the original Shrek quadrilogy is perfection. I truly believe it's one of the greatest sets of films ever. Yes, even including Shrek the Third, I know. But from Shrek 1 to Forever After, I love those movies. And I think if they had picked it up and just continued with the same art style as just another entry, that would be really weird. Like, Kung Fu Panda did it with Kung Fu Panda 4, and it was weird. It was odd. It was like, why not start fresh? So I do like how fresh this looks, and they actually did go with a time jump. Shrek and Fiona look distinctly older, and I'm shocked because I really thought this film was going to have the visuals of Shrek 1, that it was really going to play into that Shrek 1 nostalgia, and it kind of does. It's kind of doing a meta thing where Shrek is like a meme, so I'm just going to go through here, and if you don't mind, I'm going to move the camera here. I'm trying to get this video out relatively quickly, so I'm not going to edit, because everyone wants to know what the Shrek dude on YouTube has thought of this. Okay, the Shrek dude has watched it, and I approve. I think it looks really good. Now, let's talk about Zendaya. Let's get to the family here. All of the memes is very funny. Mama like. Hey, Fiona. Fiona still looks great. Ogress Fiona. So nice, so nice. But, Zendaya as the emo ogress daughter, it's hilarious. Or, like, is the youth generation of today, like, is Ogress Sona's gonna be a thing? I think it's hilarious, and they look older. Like, Shrek looks aged. He has, like, lines on his eyes. They all look distinctly different. I'm surprised they went with this. Now, regarding Zendaya, so when it was initially being reported that Zendaya was out, I noticed that a lot of my comments, people were like, oh my god, no, Zendaya, because people were saying that she's kind of like Chris Pratt or Awkwafina in the sense that she's a Hollywood actress that's been in everything. She's in every franchise piece. But with Shrek, keep an open mind, because Zendaya is a big Shrek fan. She actually is a fan of the franchise and enjoys these movies. And having a fan in a role like that really can make all the difference. I can't stress enough when you have these big movies, and this film, as much of it as a film, it's a product. It's a big corporate lumbering product, more so than even a movie. When you have fans working on it, it really helps. Like, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish would not be the masterpiece that it is without a guy named Joel Crawford, who understands Shrek. So, who knows, maybe this will be one of Zendaya's best roles to date. I'm keeping an open mind. I think it looks very promising. I'm not saying this because I consume everything Shrek, but I am really excited for this. I think it looks interesting, and I like that we're getting older versions of Shrek. Just like a decade ago, a decade ago now. God, I feel old. When Shrek 5 was initially announced by Illumination, it was being heavily rumored that it was just going to be a complete reboot of the franchise, and that the art style would look like Despicable Me. Now, interestingly enough, I do see some Illumination influence here. They do kind of look like the Mario movie characters, but at the same time, they still have the richness that you would expect from the Shrek franchise. I mean, look at Fiona's dress, her sleeves, Donkey's hair. Everything's very worn. It kind of has a very lived-in feel, which I think is going to help with this movie's theme of being an older father. I mean, we really are jumping ahead here. And God, look at Felicia as a teenager, because look, I have here my original baby figure. How crazy is that they grow up so fast? So there you go. There's our first look at Shrek 5. At least we have something to actually talk about now. Now, because this is true, does that mean all the other leaks are true? That John Lithgow is in the film? He wasn't listed at the end, but I think he may be in the movie. Also, I'm like 90% sure this was supposed to be in The Masked Singer, right? Like, this was supposed to be the reveal at the end of that episode. What the heck? Why was it not used? I have so many questions. But until then, lots to talk, lots to speculate about. Let me know in the comments what you think of the Shrek 5 trailer. Does it live up to the hype? I mean, this is it. This is our first look at the Shrek family in 15 years. We're coming up on 15 years since Forever After. How about that? And also, I'll leave you on one thing that proves that society is healing. That is Fiona with long hair, like in Shrek 4. They gave her long ogress hair. I approve. Okay, for real though, it looks good. It looks good. Any last things I want to mention? Pinocchio probably looks the weirdest, but, you know, he's very stylized. What are you gonna do about it? I like the stylization. I think it's charming. I do. I think it's charming. All right, that's enough of me rambling. You're gonna have at least another 2 years of this. God, there's going to be so much Shrek to consume and talk about. It's going to be crazy, y'all. It's going to be a crazy amount of Shrek. So grab your coffee, sit back, and this is it, man. The Ogre train officially begins. Have a happily ever after.